Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, we're going to be talking about my New York Jets 2022 record prediction. Man, oh man, we finally got the schedule last night. I gave you guys my live reaction to the schedule, and now here it is right here. Now, the first instinct that we all have is, why are we versing the AFC North to start off the season in all 4 games against the Ravens, then the Browns, then the Bengals, then the Steelers? Pretty crazy stuff. And there's no denying that the first 9 games of the season for the New York Jets is going to be a tough one. It is going to be a very difficult start to the season for this team that is entering year number 2 of their quarterback in Zach Wilson and year number 2 of Robert Saleh. They're going to be tested early. But the good thing is, at the end of the season, things start to get a little easier. So I got my record prediction. We're going to go game by game to give you guys my prediction on which game we're going to win and which game we're going to lose. And I'm super excited to get into this video. So before we hop in, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Jets Media, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of Jets content coming your way leading up until the season, of course. And if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYJets_media. And if you guys enjoy the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. Also, before we get into my record prediction, I announced this on the stream last night, but for those of you guys that did not see the stream, I will be talking about a huge event that's happening for Jets Media during the season. I posted this on Twitter and my community tab that there's an announcement to keep an eye out for, and this is the announcement. I'm going to be posting flyers and more details when I get the specific game. But one of these games I will be going to and doing a Jets Media game where basically I am collaborating with the New York Jets, and I'm going to have a whole section where there's going to be tickets available where we can all sit together. We're going to do a Jets Media tailgate where all you guys can come watch the game and experiencing a really cool Jets experience at the tailgate together. And then the cool thing about this whole thing is, after the game, we get free access to MetLife's turf. So after the game, all of us get to go onto the field, take some videos, take some photos of like the first Jets Media Day. And I want to make this a yearly thing. So the game that I'm looking out for is week 5 against the Miami Dolphins. So if you guys are interested in getting tickets for that game and coming with that with me and being part of the Jets Media Day, shoot me a DM on Instagram and Twitter at NYJets_media so you go on my priority list. So when the tickets do become available, you are the first to be notified before they get sold out. So I'm really excited about that, and more details to come about all the prices and everything that's included will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. So now let's get right into my prediction. Starting off with week number 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is a very tough start to the season. Obviously, we're going up against the Baltimore Ravens, who have a quarterback that I think is one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks in the NFL, in my opinion. He's a former MVP. He's Lamar Jackson. I don't know. I just feel like he gets a lot of hate. But I always loved Lamar Jackson as a quarterback. I respected the way he plays football, and I feel like he's just a really fun player to watch. He's electric. But there's no denying that this defense has to be on their A game against a player like Lamar Jackson. So this might shock some people, but I have the New York Jets getting the W against the Baltimore Ravens in this game, and we start off with the victory. All right, so the Jets get their victory at home in week number 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. A big upset. We make a statement. So we start off the season 1-0, and then we go to Cleveland to face the Browns. Now, this could be one of those games that could be a W if you look at if Deshaun Watson's playing or not. But I am going to mark this in as a loss for the New York Jets. I just feel like going to Cleveland in week number 2 after having a great game against the Ravens. We're a young team, and this is going to be an L for the New York Jets. And then we're back home against the Cincinnati Bengals, and we all know what happened last year against the Bengals, so we know that they are going to be coming back to MetLife Stadium with vengeance. They're going to try to make sure they do not lose again in this building, in the stadium of MetLife Stadium. I think the Bengals are going to get their revenge and beat the New York Jets. So we start off the season 1-2, and then we go to Pittsburgh to face the final team of the AFC North against the Steelers team that does not have their big Ben Roethlisberger anymore. They do have a phenomenal defense. They still have Mike Tomlin, who's a tremendous coach, but I'm going to get the New York Jets getting a W in Pittsburgh to start off the season 2-2, and we split the AFC North. I think that's the best case scenario. Let's get 2 wins out of these 4 games, and I'll be satisfied. So now week number 5, the first game against an AFC East opponent is the Miami Dolphins. This is going to be Jets Media Day, so hopefully you guys will be tuning in and showing up to that game with me, and we can all experience this game together. And yes, I am getting a New York Jets victory over the Miami Dolphins, making a statement, their first victory in the AFC East in a long time. This game won't be easy. I think the New York Jets and the Dolphins are going to be really if they're going to be those two teams that both games this year is going to be a dogfight. I think it's going to be a really fun game, to be honest. Now, the New York Jets have to go to Green Bay and face the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I can't sit here with a straight face and say I think the New York Jets are going to beat the Green Bay Packers. Anything could happen, right? We've seen upsets happen, but I'm going to pencil this in as a loss. And then we're going to be in Denver versus the new-looked Broncos with Russell Wilson and all those guys. I'm going to have to give this an L. I feel like the Broncos might be one of the best AFC teams in the league this year because I think that's how good Russell Wilson is. So look out for them this year. And then we're home against the New England Patriots for the final two games of the before the bye week, is against the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills, back-to-back home games. I'm going to give the New York Jets a W in this one. I'm going to give the Jets a victory at home against the Patriots, their first W against the Patriots in I don't know how long. But yes, I'm feeling good about that matchup. The Jets make a statement and finally get a W against the Patriots. And then we're going up against the Buffalo Bills in week number 9 at home. I'm going to mark this in as an L. I do not see the New York Jets beating the Buffalo Bills this year. They are just way too good of a football team. And then we get into week number 11 against the Patriots. This is in Foxborough. I'm going to give a loss. I do not see the New York Jets beating the New England Patriots twice, especially in Foxborough. I think if we can beat the Patriots this year, it's going to be at home in week number 8. I cannot see us beating them twice. We'll be lucky even to beat them once, even though I know that the Patriots did not improve a lot this year, and they're a team that people think that they're going to regress. I am not going to take the Patriots lightly until Bill Belichick is gone, because I know that Mac Jones is a quarterback that not a lot of people are scared of, and they didn't really do a lot of things. But me personally, as a Jets fan, I know Bill Belichick as a coach to just absolutely destroy the New York Jets. So I think that we're going to split them. And then week number 12, this is where the schedule gets a little lighter. And another quick note, for the Jets to go into the bye week 4-5, I think that will be tremendous, because if we can go through the first 9 games and get 4 victories, that is the best case scenario. 4-5, if it's 3-6, okay, but it's going to be a really tough start to the season, guys. And now we're in week number 12 against the Chicago Bears. This is going to be a W. Zach Wilson versus Justin Fields. Zach Wilson proves to be the better year 2 quarterback and gets the W there. And then we're going to be at Minnesota. Now, this is definitely a winnable game for the Jets. I think that the Minnesota Vikings are a good team. Kirk Cousins is a quarterback that just puts up numbers. They got great receivers. They got Dalvin Cook. So I'm gonna give the Jets an L in this game, but it's gonna be one of those competitive losses where Zach Wilson looks great. The Jets play just really good football, but at the end of the day, we come out with the L. And then in week number 14 against the Buffalo Bills, I have the Jets losing this one. I cannot see the Jets beating the Bills once this year. I just feel like they're that good of a football team. I feel like this is the year where the Bills actually do damage in terms of making the Super Bowl. I just feel like this is, and even Dan Mitchell said in his channel that like the Bills got to win the Super Bowl this year, because after this year, Josh Allen's contract kicks in and their Super Bowl window is closing. So I feel like this is the year for the Buffalo Bills. Unfortunately, saying that as a Jets fan, it does suck. But we're back home against the Detroit Lions, and we're given a W, of course. Zach Wilson versus Jared Goff from the Lions. That is a W any day of the week. And then we're back home on Thursday Night Football against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Primetime, year 2 Trevor Lawrence, year 2 Zach Wilson going up against each other. I'm giving the New York Jets the W. We get back-to-back dubs at home. And now the New York Jets have 2 final games of the year. Right now, I'm pretty sure we are 7-8 heading into the final 2 games on the road. If you guys noticed that, we are on the road to finish off the season at Seattle, at Miami. I'm going to give us a W. In Seattle, we finish off the season on a 3-game winning streak heading into the final game of the season. We're 8-8. It's week number 18. We're in Miami. I think that there's a good chance that the Dolphins would be 8-8 at this situation where this is like a really important game. But I have the Jets losing this one, which gives the New York Jets a record of 8-9. I had the Jets losing against the Dolphins late in the season just because I feel like we're going to split with them. I feel like we're going to split with the Patriots, and then we're going to lose both times to the Patriots. To the Bills. So, yeah, my final record prediction is 8-9. So, that's my prediction, guys. I feel like the New York Jets can easily, improve and somehow get to 10 wins. I feel like 10 wins is plausible. I feel like 7 wins, for me personally, is that baseline where we cannot hit 7. We cannot go below 7 wins, especially if everything goes our way with the health, right? I think that's a big factor for this New York Jets team. Can we actually stay healthy? Can Zach Wilson take that step? So this is my as realistic as possible record prediction. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win all these tough games and go, 11-6 or 10-7 or something like that, even though that is possible. But I am penciling in the year of 2022 with an 8-9 record, I think that is doable, and I also think that will be a positive for this New York Jets team in 2022 to come away with 8 victories to build upon for year number 3 with Robert Saleh and Zach Wilson. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your record prediction down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, my record prediction is 8-9. Let me know your record prediction down below in the comments, and stay tuned for more information on the Jets media game, the price and the tickets when that becomes available, and all that great stuff. You'll know first on Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. So I appreciate all the support, guys, and let's go Jets. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.